Okay, this is my third podcast in a row that I recorded tonight. I'm
Oh my gosh,
that's
today?
yeah, that's why I was late because I had Alex, Gavin, and
Oh, I just
Jake.
fished with them a couple weeks ago. That's so funny.
Did you?
I
Yeah.
did. He's
So
awesome
so
guy.
they take third place at Otai night
I did
tournament.
see that.
So yeah, so I wanted to get that, and then we kept talking. We went for like an hour and 15 minutes or
That's
something.
awesome.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
him and
yeah,
Tim, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
cool guy.
Yeah, Tim's good. He's in my club,
That's
and
right.
so yeah, we all know each other basically, pretty much.
That's
That
awesome.
was
Yeah,
fun.
his tackle
Yeah,
shop's cool.
yeah, 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 yeah. It is. He's got some different stuff in there, and he
Oh
he
yeah,
uh, he got to talk about that on the podcast, which is cool too. He's
sweet.
got he's got some different line and some Veravus line and
I tried that once. He did get me to buy some of that.
oh, how'd you like it?
It was I needed some for the March tournament at El Cap. I'll
Yeah.
probably touch on that later, but I, for me, it wasn't my a little thin for me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I had some technical difficulties with it for sure.
Huh.
But
Okay. All right. Well, so let's go ahead and jump on. You
yeah,
ready? All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the San Diego Bass Fishing Podcast. Today we have our young angler on, who's lighting up the tournament scene, and we have Dylan Pahler on. Thanks for coming on, Dylan.
of course. Thanks for having me.
I love having you guys from the Junior Bass Club come on and tell us about your experiences. I love the Junior Bass Club, the SoCal Juniors, and what Sean has been doing with it for the last couple of years. So,
Hmm.
and you did really well this year. How
I
how did you
did.
end up?
I ended up third AOI, so third Angler of the Year, 2 points behind Mr. John Fonseca, my good buddy. You know him.
Oh yeah,
Um, and then, of course, Bryce is on top. Um, I I did well. I could have easily had number one or at least number two. My what do I call it? I guess my dilemma this year was losing some kickers, some
yeah,
uncontrollables. Just it's how it goes though. I can't be mad about it. My first year really doing any kind of seasoned like bass fishing, tournament series, and I placed third place for AOI. So ended on a good note too. Second
yeah.
place at San V 2 weeks ago. So I mean,
Hmm.
I'll of course take that. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And then, so it wasn't only that, but you won our first open event, right?
Yes, I fished with Chase Sweetman, my good buddy at Otai. That was, I believe, the middle week of April.
Yeah,
Yeah, we won first place there by very slim numbers. It was everyone had a kicker. Mine just happened
like
to be the biggest. I mean, that's
I,
just how it
I was
goes.
gonna, I was gonna say yours was a 6 pound kicker when everybody else's was fours and fives.
Yep, yeah, everyone's four. I think Brenner's and his brother was like a 5.5. I could be wrong, but regardless, super super close weights. We just
Yeah,
happened to. I mean, it could have gone either way. I mean, little luck involved there, but we found the right fish, obviously. So
we
not
were we
total luck.
were yeah we were next to you when I don't know if it was you or Chase. You lost a 4 pounder like first thing in the morning, like on a chatterbait.
Yeah, that was Chase. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we found a school in the middle in the back of Harvey right there. He threw the chatterbait, he set the hook into one, just snapped him off, jumped in the air. It's big old fat fish. It was
Yeah, it
yeah,
was it was big.
we could have had a huge bag that day. We lost multiple other or a couple other bigger fish too.
So, speaking of that, you said you found a school,
Hmm.
and so did you see him on? Did you know that school was there, like
No,
from
we did
from
not.
pre-fishing, or you saw it with like live scope?
We actually did not free fish. So we just kind of rolled into the back of Harvey. I've always liked back of Harvey. It's just kind of a confident spot for me for that lake.
Hmm.
Rolled in there,
Yeah,
looked in the scope. I'm like, those fish are sitting 5 feet down, 7 feet down over whatever it was, 10, 12 feet of water. Like those are active fish, right?
yeah,
Windy, cold morning. That was a cold run
yeah.
out. But
It was.
we're like, okay, we need to try to target these fish. And the first couple casts, Chase hits that one at the chatterbait. Didn't work out in our favor, snapped off. But just, I mean, that gave us confidence for bigger fish throughout the day. And it did work out. I mean,
Yeah,
I got that 6 pounder. So that all worked.
I would have. God, what made you throw a chatterbait in open water over the top of a school?
I could not tell you. He was pre-fishing, found some chatterbait fish the couple days before, probably
Yeah,
that Wednesday before. So I think he's had it tied on. I think we tried a couple different baits. I think I threw a thinny at them, hover rig. We had a couple really close calls with the hover rig. One bit hit chases. You can see him on the live scope shoot up, and how are you not eating that? That kind of deal.
Yeah.
Should have killed it, but just didn't quite get there. And I don't know, we just tried to experiment with the chatterbait and bang, like first, second cast with it.
Yeah. We saw that go down. That was it. That was really interesting. It's kind of, again, you just learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have never thrown a chatterbait and
like
over
I'm
the
not
top
good with the chatterbait at all. That's not my thing, but
not
I need to
12
start
feet
doing
of
it.
water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys won that.
We did.
And so what did that entail you to do?
Well, we went to weigh-in, knew that we won. And I mean, we were just both stoked out of our minds that we're going to South Carolina to go fish the national championship. So we qualified to fish the high school national championship at Lake Hartwell. That was the middle of June, this past couple months. We flew out there, got 2.5 days of pre-fishing, half day as in fish till I believe it was 12 o'clock. So 2 full days, and then to 12 o'clock the third day. And then we had 3 days of tournament fishing. We weren't able to make the fourth. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 days of tournament fishing. We weren't able to make the fourth, which was the final day, the last 31. We, that was just an experience that obviously I'll never forget. I became a much better fisherman out of that, fished many new baits, many new techniques, real fishing. We're making 10-mile runs, which we could have made 25-mile runs if we needed to, but we just didn't. So we had our spots. We kept rotating through. It was just a big rotation of, let's go fish shallow here at this cove. Okay, let's go back to this main lake spot. And let's go back to the next main lake spot, then that cove again.
Yeah.
And then, or let's go try something new, then rotate through again. It was just a big cycle that we went through, and it almost worked out for us. We, on the last day that we fished, so the day to get into the final 31, I caught 2 fish for an average of 2 pounds, 13 ounces, which we needed 1 more of those. We would have fished the final day. We just didn't end up getting it. We lost a couple small ones, but we weren't fishing to get a limit. We're fishing to go to the next day. I didn't care about how many numbers we got. We landed 2 fish, and there were 2 fish that are almost 3 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
And of course, that's what you need to do to, I guess, place higher in these small fish tournaments. I guess like San V. I found a way to catch my bigger fish this past 2 weeks. I stuck with it, and it worked out.
Yeah. Did you so that's a blueback herring lake. Did you guys
blueback herring?
Did you guys fish the herring as all?
We did. So we found this one spot. It was a really long tapering point with a tree on top, and the tree not quite peeked out of the water. It's probably a couple feet down, and it was one of our rotation spots. So what we would do, come up to it about 100 to 80 feet away, and we'd fish this little bait called a riser. It's Jackal makes it. I don't know if I should be saying this, but it's okay. That's all good.
So it's funny you bring that up because I just bought some.
There you go. We're using an all chrome one. There's some local guys that make them out there. It's a jerk bait with a reversed bill. It's the best way to put it. Of course, but for the viewers, it's a jerk bait with a reversed bill, metal bill. That's the key. Throw it out there. And what we would do is make accurate casts right along the tree. I'm sure it worked just off the tree, but of course, right on top of the fish. And we would burn that. We'd twitch it and reel it as on the surface as fast as you can. There's no walk the dog. It's just skip, and they come up and just plow it. Just airborne. Most of the time, though, they'd miss it. One of the days, I did snap up. I don't know if I swung too hard. I'm sure I made a mistake. I'm sure it was fluky, but I snapped off one that I think was good on the hook set. It's kind of a swing set, but whatever. We caught fish on that. One of our, higher 2-pound class fish that final day that we fished came on that bait on boiling fish that came off that tree. It's a big, fat largemouth. There's herring flying up. Dropped my other rod, or reeled it in, dropped it on. Threw it. Just instant bang. Just you can see him come up right up in the boat, just slurp the thing. It's the same size as the herring, all chrome. I've used it here a little bit. I haven't had much luck with it. I think it's a little too fast for him, but it's so cool. You can look 10 miles down the lake. Here, it's not something you do, And there's so many points you can fish, so many trees, so many coves, and thousands of docks. It
all looks good.
It all looks good, and that's the hard thing. You know what I mean? It all looks good. Yeah. Here, you can kind of come to any point and catch fish, I feel like.
Right.
There you can. You just can't. and it's about exploring, hitting as many spots as possible. The way that we kind of heard about how to target the herring fish was to hit 30, 40 spots a day. And the kids that were doing well, the local guys, that's kind of what they were doing. We're trying to imitate that, and it did work out partially for us.
Yeah.
But it's just we weren't used to that, so I don't think we're gonna just run and gun that much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's insane.
New to a lake that size, it's you got the cards are stacked against you.
Exactly, and I think we fished great. Our first day, we did our usual. We hit his cove I threw a drop shot in there, caught a 4-pounder. Of course, that's a big fish for that lake, and our confidence goes right through the roof with that. Caught another one in that same cove, another little largemouth, little 1.5-er, and then our third fish actually. So it's a 3-fish tournament. Came out of that cove to chase. Slow rolled a swim bait on the bottom. We tried something different. Caught a spot. I think it was first cast in that cove with that decent little spot. So it's just about experimenting there, doing things that you normally don't do, out here compared to there.
Yeah. So where did you get your start at?
That was probably started fishing, bass fishing.
Yeah.
3-4 years ago, 5 years ago. Started with my buddy Jackson, my neighbor actually. He's from New York and he moved in. We're like, I like to fish, whatever, let's go fish. Started fishing the creek, little bass, little bluegill. And then, my dad always fished all of his life, but I kind of, I guess, influenced him into it in a way. And then he got a boat, or I guess, we got a boat, whatever. He got a boat in 2021, I believe, of February. And from there on out, it's all bass fishing from there. So a couple years, 3 years, strictly bass.
You're doing pretty good.
Thank you.
For just starting.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it that too long. So
yeah. Well, I would, you're a quick learner, say the least.
I try to be. Thank you.
Yeah. So what are you planning on? What's your future going to do for you? What are you going to do?
So
first of all, how old are you?
I'm 18. I just turned 18 a couple months ago.
Okay. So this is your last season for the juniors.
Yeah. So that was my last season. So I'm done now.
Right.
So I just saw the ABA schedule come out. I'll be doing some of those events, I'm sure, other tournaments. I still need to kind of figure that out. But past that, next fall, I'll be going to SMU out in Dallas to fish with their team. So fish some collegiate stuff, fish collegiate series, and just kind of see where that goes.
So you're going to school next year and you're going to fish awesome.
Yes. So that's the plan.
That's where you're really going to learn. Like
those
college tournaments are tough.
Oh yeah.
They are. I've only heard about them, but you're going to be fishing huge tournaments against very, very good anglers.
Exactly. Only make me better.
Yeah. So where is SMU?
It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas.
Dallas, Texas.
Yep. So man, Fork is 2 hours away.
An hour.
Athens is right there. Palestine is right there.
Yep. Palestine. My home lake will be Lake Ray Hubbard.
Ray Hubbard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's right out there. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just outside of Dallas, barely.
Yep. Man, how exciting!
I'm, so excited. I mean.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So did you get? Did you win anything at the Nationals?
We did not. No.
Yeah.
We were just out of the cut. I think we were third place for California, only out of maybe 8 teams.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So Bryce and Talon, they were just above us by a couple ounces. They just had us. So they got that scholarship money to Simpson University.
Right. Yeah. Well, what a great thing. Do you have anything else? Congratulations on your year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how you do in college.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Anything else? No. Yeah.
All right. Good. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, just text me. You have my number.
Will do.
And hope to have you back on the podcast.
Awesome. I will. Looking forward to it.
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay. No problem. See ya.